So the session is live right now and more than 500 students have already joined. So let me start the session now. And I would like everyone to interact as much as possible. आप interact करिए, you will learn more, okay? And obviously, I'm open to all kind of questions. You can keep on pitching your questions. But before moving to your questions, I would like to address the question which you were asking earlier. In this session, even many of the people were asking. Now, let me sum up all the issues in one basket. आजकल क्या क्या issues हम face करते हैं बच्चों से. एक होगा कि we are not able to concentrate much, we are not able to focus. Even after spending lot of hours in studying, हमारा जो results are not very much improving. And basically, as we say, I would say frustration which they feel, not able to understand, not able to focus, not able to concentrate, and they're reaching nowhere. So I wouldn't say कि ये problem is only with this generation. This actually was the problem in many of the times we have heard it. लेकिन ये problem अब बढ़ता जा रहा है. What I've seen is for the past 5 to 7 years, this problem actually is increasing every year, and as we see. Now, what exactly is the issue when I look into these problems is when the students are saying they are not able to concentrate much, they are quite frustrated with it. And even one of the students has written that even the depression issues, or in a way we can call it as mental issues. Lekin before moving to the solutions, let me talk about one of the very important stories I want to talk about, and stories about Newton. I think सबको पता है Newton का एक story that Newton was sitting under a tree और उनके ऊपर एक apple गिरता है, and he started thinking that why apple has moved up, नीचे को गिरा और ऊपर को नहीं गया. Now this story everyone is aware, and I think everyone must have read it and even heard it in their primary times even. This is the most basic, I would say discovery, the laws of motion, the 3 laws of motion of Newton. I think everyone would be aware of it, momentum, everything, the laws of F is equal to ma, and even the reaction, every action has an equal and the opposite reaction, that is the Newton's third law. Now everyone is aware of it. Now this is a basic discovery, okay, basic discovery in the physics. Now let's थोड़ा इसी स्टोरी को थोड़ा चेंज करते हैं, ओके, एंड लेट्स से हम इस स्टोरी को ऐसे चेंज करते हैं कि न्यूटन वॉज सिटिंग अंडर ए ट्री और उनके हाथ में एक मोबाइल था और वो यूट्यूब देख रहे थे या फेसबुक देख रहे थे या इंस्टाग्राम. आई थिंक यू पीपल विल अंडरस्टैंड द इंस्टाग्राम. सो इंस्टाग्राम देख रहे थे न्यूटन, और लेट्स से द एप्पल फेल ऑन हिम. सो क्या होता अगर आज की डेट पे न्यूटन वही ट्री के नीचे बैठे होते और उनके ऊपर एप्पल गिरता, तो क्या होता? 99.99% क्या होता, एंड द प्रोबेबिलिटी मे बी 100% कि उन्होंने एप्पल को बाहर फेंक देना था. ही वुड हैव थ्रोन द एप्पल अवे एंड ही वुड हैव अपना इंस्टा में वो बिजी रहते, इंस्टाग्राम में वो बिजी रहते. दिस वुड हैव हैपेंड अगर the same incident, the same story would have happened today. So this story actually will tell you exactly what is the problem the students are facing right now. Now let me come to the solution part. All the students, we keep on saying to every of the student, and even today the YouTube students even, always have a plan. Always have a daily, monthly, yearly, and even a daily plan. आपका एक every day you should have a schedule of yours. एक schedule बना लो कि this is what I'm going to do today, this is what I'm going to do today. And we always ask every of our student to keep 1 hour for boredom. Once more I'm repeating my point. We ask every of our student to keep 1 hour, 1 घंटा या 2 घंटा अपना बोर्डम के लिए रखिए. बोर होइए बैठ के. सो व्हाट एग्जैक्टली, दिस इज व्हाट द सेशन इज ऑल अबाउट. दिस सेशन विल टॉक अबाउट एन वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट, एंड दैट इज बोर्डम. नाउ वी ऑलवेज आस्क अवर स्टूडेंट्स टू कीप एट लीस्ट 1 hour to get bored or for the boredom. What exactly is a boredom? So what students say, what exactly is boredom? Not engaged, very good. Yes, so the boredom can be defined as a state of the mind in which we are not engaged with anything. What is engagement? Engagement, is the engagement only mobile? Is the engagement only TV? Is the engagement only movies? The answer is no. Engagement तो कुछ भी हो सकता है. I'll give an example to you. Let's say I'm going to the gym. Go to a gym, go to a park, you're running, you're jogging, you're walking, whatever. आप क्या देखेंगे 90% people will have the earpods or there are some earphones in their ears. अपने कान में कुछ लगा के रखेंगे. वो क्या है? That is engagement. That is not boredom. What we actually tell every of a student, rather मैं एक student की क्यों बात कर रहा हूँ, rather everyone should have, try to keep some hours of your life, और कुछ घंटे अपनी ज़िंदगी में आप रखिए बोर्डम के लिए या बोर होने के लिए. And once more I am repeating my definition of it. Boredom can be defined as a state of mind in which you are not engaged with anything. One of the students has already written engaged with anything. Boredom is needed for the brain actually. I wouldn't call it a resting phase, but boredom, what exactly it do is you basically are getting lost for 1 hour or 2 hours, whatever it might be. And I think no one needs you 24-hour attention, no one actually, and you can get lost for at least 1 hour. What the point I'm trying to say is, in that 1 or 2 hours, you are not engaged with anything. I'm not talking against mobiles or TV or movies or Bollywood, Hollywood, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about any kind of an engagement. And what exactly that boredom will do is, the boredom will activate the most basic part of your brain. Now your brain has different components to it. I'm not a neuroscientist, so I'll not move into it. I'm not into neurology. I'm a teacher, so I'll straight away put the things in the perspective of a student. आपको अपना most basic part of the brain को activate करना है. Now this most basic part actually of the brain is the most creative part, most innovative one, most rejuvenating one, and it is a phase in which we can call it as a daydream. And daydreaming part of your life or a day of your moment is the most creative part of your day or of your life. In a way, what we can say is, actually boredom, अब हमारे actually what is the problem is, as the evolutionary thing happened and technological advancement, more as we can call it as technological war is happening, and in this evolution of technological advancement, what exactly we have done is, what was the objective of the evolution? And evolution main objective was to fight what? Boredom. So we always saw boredom as a problem and we tried to evade it, avoid it, or whatever, kill it. But in reality, boredom is the most creative time for your brain. And that's what exactly I think is a problem with our generation right now. Our generation, I mean students' generation. My parents, when you talk about our ancestors, had a lot of time to get bored, or I would say call it daydream. Can I say that our ancestors had a more time for the boredom, and in a way I would say they were much more creative. Can we say that? Now in your case, you have no time for boredom. Every time of your life, every moment of your day, actually you have weapons to handle the boredom. Even if you're eating, you're engaged with something else. Even if you're walking, you're engaged with something else. Even when you're in the bathroom or toilet, then also you're engaged with something. The point what I'm trying to say is there's not a single moment in your life right now where you can call it as a bore time, or I would say the boredom time. Now, what exactly will happen with that? Now, when I get my brain engaged, now I can understand everyone loves stimulants. हर कोई एक rush चाहिए. Everyone wants to have a rush. I can understand it. But the problem with the rush is the rush will always land up in a crash. So what the point I'm saying is, let's say in a normal scenario, your brain activity is this, and let's say you have a rush. When you will have a rush, and to normalize your rush, the body will have a crash. Now, for example, I'll say I have a rush from a neurotransmitter by the name dopamine, let's say. The dopamine, when I'm looking at the Instagram or any kind of other stimulant, neural stimulant, I'm actually, there's the one neurotransmitter which is called dopamine, which is giving me a rush. I can understand it. Rush everyone likes. But the problem is when the time of the crash happens, after every rush, there'll be a crash. That is the time you're spending with your books. So what exactly is happening is, if I ask you to give me a schedule, and anyone can tell me what their schedule for today is, they will have every hour of the day planned. What kind of a schedule you would have? आप बच्चों का कैसे schedule होगा? They will have study times and they will have break times. The break times might be food times, maybe mobile times, maybe movie times. Should be there. You should have a break after every work. But the problem with the break and the work thing is, actually in the break time, if you are having your food, actually you are getting engaged with a mobile or a TV or a movie or a Bollywood or Hollywood. This is not a rest. This is actually you are engaging your brain once more. Even if you are going for a walk, which I think only 1% of the students would be going for a walk or a jog or any nature kind of an excursions. But then also they will have themselves engaged with the music, or maybe a podcast, or maybe a speech or something. Don't do that. Let your brain get bored. That, believe me, would be the most creative time of your day. Take 1 hour at least of your life. Make a schedule that for this 1 hour, I will like to be bored. Call it boredom hour. Boredom hour और boredom का घंटा, मतलब वो 1 घंटे में I will like to be engaged with nothing. As I told you in the earlier times even, studies are not about what teacher is telling you. Studies are not even what books are telling you. Studies are actually any kind of an understanding, any kind of a knowledge has a very direct proportionality with your active recalls. How much you are able to recall after doing it. For example, let's say if you have studied for whole day, keep the 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. time for get yourself bored. Have boredom time for one hour or 2 hours. So what exactly it will help you in? It will help you in not only being creative, being innovative, rejuvenating, and most important of all, as a student, it will help you in the active recall times. And that will help you in understanding. Once more, I'm repeating my point. Knowledge is not about listening to anyone. If a student is speaking to you, if a teacher is speaking to you, even if you're listening to any other student or anyone else, actually it's just like the water is moving over the surface. But for a knowledge, you need to have an imbibing. It should not move over the surface. The water should stay and should be imbibed. And that's what the boredom will help you with. anyone having any question, they can ask me. Before moving to the questions, I will like to even talk about one very important thing, and that is actually I say all of your generation is actually, and they are all are addicts. Addict, or a word I would say, you all are suffering from addiction actually. What is an addiction? Now, you may say addiction means drug addiction or an alcohol addiction, but is addiction only related to drugs or alcohol? What is an addiction? See, when I define addiction, addiction is anything which takes you away from the reality, which takes you away from the real happenings. I would say the core idea of addiction is to take you away from the real problems or challenges, and that's why addiction feels good. What I'm saying is actually you people are addicted. I don't want to use the fortunately word, but unfortunately, due to the technological advancement, you are in a state of mind which is always engaged, or in a way we can say always addicted. And that's why whenever you are in any times in which you have no technological connection or no engagement, you are not happy. Are you people able to understand what I said? Why boredom makes you unhappy? Because boring is unhappiness. No. If I would do a small test, okay? The most basic of your time when your brain is not engaged with anything is the time exactly when you get up from the bed in the morning. When you're getting up from the bed in the morning, just ask yourself, are you happy? That will answer you what I'm trying to say to you. What I'm trying to say is, addiction gives you happiness. The rush, the dopamine gives you happiness. But the problem actually it is taking you away from the real problems and the challenges. And what will happen? अगर मैं अपने challenges और problems को सुनना ही नहीं चाहता हूँ या address ही नहीं करना चाहूँगा, तो what exactly will happen? My problems will never be solved. So my reality will become unhappy. My reality will not be comfortable with me. So my boredom time will make me unhappy, will make me sad, will make me depressed, will make me frustrated. And that's what exactly is happening. That's why most of you are trying to escape, avoid, the right word is kill, the boredom. Reason being, you are not comfortable with your real life. And what is the best way to deal with it? The best way to get happy? Deal with your problems. Try to solve them. Maybe if you're very intelligent enough, you may solve it in one day. Agar average may take 5 days. If you're weak, maybe take 10 days, but the problem will be solved. And that's what happiness is all about. So I always say, boredom makes you happy. Reason being, it actually makes you solve your problems. And that's what life is. Life may problems will keep on coming, and the happiness will lie in solving it. Now before, even I want to talk about one more important thing. There was one experiment which was done. Just I want to tell you what exactly, just to reinstate my point of the boredom. There's a study in one of the university, I may be Oxford or the Harvard, I don't recall exactly. So study में क्या था? Some people were taken as a sample. and they were asked to sit in a room. And they were asked to do nothing for 15 minutes. How many minutes? 15 minutes. To do nothing, just to get bored. And they were even given an escape route in which they can press a button from which they will get a painful electric shock. But they can move out if they are pressing that button. Once by repeating, they had two options in front of them. The one option was to spend 15 minutes doing nothing, or they can press a button and they can move out, but obviously there will be a painful electric shock they will feel. And surprisingly, majority of them pressed the button and moved out. Pressed the button, got an electric shock which was painful, and they moved out, but they were not ready to get 15 minutes of their time thinking about themselves or facing the reality. Why? Because reality gives them unhappiness, makes them sad. Why? Problems never get solved. Why? Reason being, you are addicted, and you are nothing but you are just like a drug addict. The only thing is the drug name is changed. Maybe it is a mobile now, maybe it is a movie now, maybe it is a cricket match. I'll just talk about, what I don't exactly understand is, and you must also think about, all the students right now, more than 600 people have already joined in. So I would like everyone to think about, क्या आपके स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन्स या आपके एक्टर्स जिसके लिए आप इतना टाइम इन्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, क्रिकेट में आप फुल डे इन्वेस्ट करते हैं या मे बी 4-5 आवर्स, 2020 में मे बी 3 to 4 आवर्स यू इन्वेस्टिंग इन इट, क्या वो आपके उनके लिए आप क्या हो? Do they give any kind of an importance to you? I'll give an example to you. Just 1 or 2 months from now, there was a in the Bangalore once cricket stadium, a stampede happened. Maybe 11 to 12 people died and 60 people got injured. But that festivity kept on moving. So this is what your sports person, the person you are spending your time on, or the match or whatever the sports you are spending your time on, they never even flinched. I meant to say, they came to know about the incident, but the festivities, the things kept on moving, and that's what your importance is to them. I meant to say, जिस एक्टर के लिए या जिस स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन के लिए आप घंटों मिनट्स बिता रहे हैं, वो आपके लिए क्या करता है, वो आपके लिए what exactly they are giving you. I'll give an example to you. Let's say you're spending days into a test match or a one-day match or whatever the things is happening. What exactly is happening? Every view they are getting, they are actually getting paid for it. And what exactly they are doing? They are not doing anything for you. Spend your time with the people who actually matters for you, who cares for you. So what are the things I would like everyone to do from today is, number 1, be comfortable with your realities, okay? Number 2, love yourself. In the May, I meant to say, be comfortable spending time with yourself. Number 3, any lunchtime, dinner time, any food time, spend your time with your family, with the people who really care for you, who really have stood for you, who really have. Don't spend your time with the people who don't even know you, don't even care for you, and they don't even give a penny, or even if you will ask for 1 penny from them, even after spending maybe all your millions of dollars on them, they'll not give the penny back to you. The point I'm saying, they don't care for you, so don't spend your time on these things. Spend time with the people who care, who matter, who have all your life have stood by you. Maybe आप एग्ज़ाम सेंटर्स में जाते थे तो आपके फादर कैसे बाहर खड़े रहते थे, आपका वेट करते थे 2 hours, 3 hours, जो आपके सुबह से शाम आपको खाना बना के दे रहे हैं, आपका ध्यान रख रहे हैं, आपको घुमा रहे हैं, आपके एक एक इमोशन पर ध्यान दे रहे हैं. They are the people you should be spending your time with. They are your God. They are the people who you should be, I would say, worshipping, or in a way spending your time with, even your imagination with. These actors, this sports person means nothing for you. Whatever you are doing, they are just earning from them. That's what their interest with you is. Okay, so spend time with you. Anything else if anyone wants to add, they can. Yes, one of the students is asking about the mind thing. See, mind is not limitless. Once more I'm repeating, okay, it has limits, it is fragile, and it gets tired. So don't invest your time, don't engage your brain with something which will not be fruitful for you. Anything else? One of the student, yes, multitasking, okay. Yes, this is a very good question about the multitasking. Now, what exactly happens when you have lot of distractions around you? You tend to multitask. What exactly multitasking is? You are doing something and you are then checking your Twitter, then after that you're checking your Facebook, maybe you after that checking your work emails or any study emails or whatever you might be doing. That's called multitasking. Don't multitask. Your brain is actually, unfortunately, your brain can only concentrate on one thing at a time. So what exactly will happen is, if you are considering your 4 activities, let's say at a particular moment, होगा क्या कि आप actually you are getting your brain tired only. I mean to say, you will not get any, I would say, anything fruitful from that multitasking. The one thing which is happening is your brain is getting tired. What exactly is happening is, I'll give a best example to you. Let's say you're traveling from A to B, and instead of using one car, you're using 4 cars. Let's say you take some distance and you switch one car to the other, start it, then the third and the fourth. What exactly is happening is you are just spending more fuel into it. In the brain thing, if I'll put an example to you, you are just switching off one part of the brain and moving to the second part, third part, fourth part, switching off, switching off, on, switching off, on, switching off, on. So what exactly is happening is, it's just picking the energy, getting tired, and rather nothing fruitful will happen, because you will not be able to focus on anything. So let me wind up. I think I have covered most of the things. So keep 1 hour or 2 hours for boredom, embrace boredom, and be brilliant.